Everybody on this earth is meant to be successful. Not everybody on this earth can be consistent and disciplined enough to get to that success. It's up to you to know whether or not you're gonna have that discipline and consistency to be successful in your life. Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button because I promise you're gonna love it here. If my eyes are a little bit red, I don't know what happened. I wear contacts and I think when I took my contact out, I scratched it. On top of me having allergies, so I have a little cut in the eye, so it's a little bit red in the corner. Hopefully you guys can't see it. I feel like I'm just oversharing right now. But yeah, so if it is red, that's why. Allergies and I cut it. But yeah, that's just how it is today. That's just what's going on today. But today's video is not about my allergies. Today's video is about motivation, discipline, waking up early, working out, becoming that it girl all around. I want to tell my girls how to start it. In order to start becoming the woman you want to be, you have to have discipline. Everything is rooted around discipline. Everything's rooted around consistency. It's the more you do something, the better you get at it. The more consistent you are with something, the better you get at it. Hence, being consistent is the key to everything. And to be consistent, you have to have discipline. And that's where I come in, because I'm like, I know that I'm here with the workouts and stuff like that, but what's good is working out if you're not consistent? What good is working out if you're not disciplined or motivated to even do it? So I'm like, let me give my girls some tips on how to do that. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. The first thing you want to do along your discipline consistency journey is to set clear goals. You want to know what you're going after. That makes you more likely to be consistent with it and more likely to really want to do it. I'm not going to really want to do something if I don't really know what I'm working towards. Some people are different. Some people just have motivation to do stuff without knowing the end goal. But it's best to have an end goal of something. For example, working out. What good is working out if I don't really have an end goal? And yes, working out is just good in general for your health, but that's still an end goal. You're working out because you want to get your health better. That's still a goal. I suggest everybody to write out their exact goals before you do anything, or have your goal in mind. Don't just jump into it without a clear goal, because then when you're not feeling like doing it, you have nothing to go back on and be like, okay, this is why I'm doing it. So know your why. Understand why you're doing it. Waking up early. Why do you want to wake up early? Whether that be you want to get your routine back on track, whether that be you want to start working out, whether that be you want to start waking up early for class, if you're a college student, whatever it is, you want to have set clear goals on what you want. When you're setting your goals, you want to set realistic goals, meaning you want to break your goals down into smaller goals, smaller tasks. For example, if my goal is to have my whole house cleaned in a day, but I work a 9-to-5 job and I get off super late at night, that's not super realistic. That's going to turn into, okay, I'm just overworking myself. So why don't I break that down and say, okay, my goal is to have my kitchen cleaned, so I just do my kitchen that day. The next day I'll do my room. The next day I'll do laundry. Bits and bits. So break your goals down into bits. Let's say my goal is weight loss and I'm trying to lose 100 pounds in a month. That's not really realistic. Set it into small goals. Set that goal into 5 to 10 pounds that month. And then as I get more used to it, maybe my goal is to get a little bit bigger, which you should not be trying to lose 100 pounds in a month. Let's just say that. Let me just break that down right there. But you get the gist of it. We want to set small, realistic goals so we're not overworking ourselves. Something that helped me set clear goals is to make a vision board and hang it up. Look at it every single day. That's going to motivate you to get up. That's going to motivate you to go after what you want to go after. So what I do with my vision boards is I go on Pinterest and I search up some photos that align with what I want out of life. Even if it's a celebrity that you want to be like. I know people say, oh, you shouldn't look up to celebrities. We all done it. We all see people that we want to be like. So, you know. But I look at people that I aspire to be like. I'll save the image on my phone. Then I'll print it out at the local UPS store, or if you have a printer at your house, and tape it onto a vision board. You can keep adding to your vision board as you go. But looking at this every single day will really help motivate you to go after what you want. Go after that body you want. So that is another form of setting clear goals. Even though you're not really writing it down, you're still having visible pictures on your board of what you want. I know that creating a routine is a lot easier said than done, because let's keep it real. Us as humans, our body is not just set to just do the same thing over and over. We get a little bit tired sometimes. We want to sleep in, we want to do that. So when it comes to creating a routine, give yourself rest weeks. I know that rest weeks seems like much, but you'll get a lot done that way. If I'm giving myself a whole week to rest, I have 3 other weeks of the month to really lock in, and I'm all amped up. Or you can break it down to rest days. Rest days work too, but sometimes we need more than just one day to really rest, especially if we're on goal consistently. we need to have some time to really just give our bodies time to rest. And that kind of goes for everything, whether that be working out, working on a hard project. Your brain is doing a lot of work, so it's good to give yourself time to just rest. Some people don't have the luxury to just take a whole week off. I'm not saying a week off from working, I'm saying a week off from mentally working. So I'm always in my head and I'm always planning on the next thing. I'm always working on my business, always doing that in my head. But if I give myself a week off to just not think about anything, to just really be with myself, do something I like, watch movies I like to watch, don't work out, that really helps me revamp when I come back that next week, because I come back harder and stronger. And it's sometimes when you take a whole week off, you might not even need another week off until like a month or two. But give yourself days in a row to take off from doing whatever you usually do. Give your brain time to just relax. Stay organized. So that's really hard for me because I'm not even an organized person whatsoever. This is something that I'm trying to work on. But in my staying organized journey, one thing that's been helping me is writing out a to-do list. That really helps me. They have apps on that as well, but apps don't really help me. I don't know why I have to really write something out to feel like I'm doing something. But they do have apps that you could use. But I like to write out my day, like I said, a checklist. Write out your day like you write out a grocery list. When you're at the store buying something and you have a grocery list in hand, you want to get every single thing. And if you don't get one thing, that ruins the whole process. That's just like how it is for our lives and our routines, our everyday routines. If we miss one step, that ruins everything. That's why it's really good to have a routine and a set to-do list. Makes it a lot easier. It makes it feel like, okay, now that that's done, I could do this, I could do that. You're not as overwhelmed. It's also a lot easier to get stuff done when you have it in front of your face and you can see it and you organize it out. Because sometimes when we say everything that we need to get done in our brains, it comes off a lot more overwhelming than it is when we just write it out and we actually look at it like, okay, it's not as much as it was in my head. Find accountability. Now, this is a little bit harder for my fellow introverts. I found accountability in tracking my progress. So when I track my progress, I take before and after pictures. Like, I'm always taking pictures of myself, whether that be my skin, my body, just I'm always taking pictures. So I can always go back to that and look at myself and see, and I can see, okay, I'm making a lot of progress in this area, I'm making a lot of progress in that area. If you have friends, family, set goals with them and have them keep you accountable. If it's hard for you to really stay accountable, have a really close friend of yours who you know is not going to, you know, talk down on your goals or make you feel less than. Have them be your accountability partner. Find an accountability partner that you could work with. They have goals that they want to reach. You could help them. They can help you. Y'all just bounce ideas off of each other. That really helps as well. Finding accountability buddies. It keeps you motivated to do it as well. Sometimes it's hard for us to just be motivated by self. It's a lot easier to be motivated when other people are there to help you be motivated. You want to stay flexible. Life can be really unexpected at times, so you want to have loops in your routine where it's like, okay, if this doesn't go that way, it's okay. It doesn't have to go exactly how it's planned. Even though that's ideal, life is just crazy. Like, one day you could be sick. Like right now, my allergies are acting up. Well, last night my allergies were acting up. I wasn't able to do everything I wanted to do for my business because my eye was itching. I was tired. I was just sick. I was not feeling good. I had to kind of tweak it and change it and to fit around my schedule. So stay flexible and stay open. And I had to learn that the hard way too, because I used to be really hard on myself and everything had to go a specific way. But when I found out life does not work like that, life brings loops your way in general. So when I really realized, okay, this is how I want my routine to go, but it might not go this way. But if I just do it around the lines of that way, where it's like, okay, I'm still getting this done maybe, or I'm getting some of it done, that's a little bit better than not doing it at all. So I want you to have a flexible mindset and understand that sometimes stuff is not going to always go your way, but it's a lot better than not doing it at all, because that's just life. I hate it. I'm a Virgo. I'm very I hate it. I have OCD, so I have to have everything a specific way, and realizing that life is just not like that was a tough pill to swallow, but it is what it is. Visualizing success. Okay, now this is my thing. I've been doing this ever since I was younger. I feel like we all do that. We all have, you know, when we're young, we all imagine ourselves, I don't know, famous, you know. We all do that. We all want to be Beyonce deep down inside. But visualizing success really helps because it keeps you motivated. Like I said with the vision board thing, you constantly looking at your vision board. I don't know how many times I can express this. This works. This is another way of manifesting. If you keep your goals on your mind, you keep that body you want on your mind, imagine yourself with the body you want, imagine yourself with the career you want, imagine yourself with the man you want, your dream man. Keep that on your mind, so it's like you're never giving up. You will never give up until you get what you want, because trust me when I say you will get what you want. You just have to be consistent at doing the steps that it takes to get what you want and being disciplined in it. That's where the hard part comes. Everybody on this earth is meant to be successful. Not everybody on this earth can be consistent and disciplined enough to get to that success. It's up to you to know whether or not you're gonna have that discipline and consistency to be successful in your life. I'm gonna need you to get comfortable being uncomfortable, sis. Waking up early is not gonna be easy. I'm just gonna let you guys know that right now. And no matter how early you go to sleep, waking up early is not going to be easy. Going to sleep early is not going to be easy. It's not going to feel comfortable doing it. Your body's not going to feel comfortable doing it because you're just not used to doing it. But you need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Working out every single day is not going to be easy. Sweating is not going to be easy, but you're going to do it because you want to get to your goal. Be comfortable being uncomfortable until the uncomfortableness becomes comfortable, okay? And when I say this, I'm not saying we're overworking ourselves, but we're also going to push ourselves. We're not going to be lazy. Just because we don't feel like doing something does not mean we're not going to do it. Just because you don't feel like waking up early that day does not mean that you're not going to wake up early that day. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. You're not going to right off the bat want to do these things. You're not going to right off the bat want to work out, want to read, want to whatever your goal is. You're going to be uncomfortable working towards it because your body's not used to doing it. Your brain's not used to doing this. This is not a part of your routine. So it's not going to be the easiest thing to do. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get doing it, the more it'll just turn into a regular everyday routine. With this process, we also want to practice self-care. Set time out to take care of you. This is something I had to learn too, because whether you work, whether you own a business, sometimes that could be overwhelming and we don't have time for ourselves. So setting out time to really take care of yourself is a whole game changer. Once I kind of started, and I'm still working on this, so don't get me wrong. Once I really decided to set out a specific time to shower, a specific time to take care of my skin, a specific time to say, okay, this is my time to wind down. This is the time when my phone goes on do not disturb. I'm not thinking about anything for my business. I'm not thinking about my goals. I'm just thinking about myself and being in the moment right then, right there. Everything is kind of better because it's giving your brain a break. Aside from that week break we're going to be taking, it's also good to give yourself a break at night. The best time to really do this is at night. So I try to do around like 8 p.m. Everybody's schedule is different, but around 8 p.m. I'll try. I'm trying to get back on that. But I'll try to be in bed or at least doing stuff for my nighttime routine. So washing my face, doing my toes, anything that's focused on just self-care. I try to do it around that time because I want to be asleep by 10. And I'm trying to get back on track with that too. But having a set time to sleep, having a set time to take care of yourself is all wrapped around self-care. And the last step is to review and adjust, meaning if something is not working, you could tweak it and adjust it. Nothing has a specific look. It doesn't have to be a specific way. Just because this influencer is doing something doesn't mean you have to do the same exact thing. Just because this works for somebody doesn't mean it'll work for you. So if you're finding that, okay, this is not working for me, don't be afraid to change it. Let's say you're waking up too early and you're like, okay, this is not working for me. You gave it a month and you're like, okay, I'm too tired throughout the day. No matter what time I go to bed, waking up at this time is just not working for me. It's okay to be like, okay, I'm gonna have to wake up a little bit later. As long as you tried and you really were like, okay, this is just not working for me, it's okay to switch it. We don't have to be a specific way to be successful. I want you guys to remember that. You don't have to do a specific thing to get your body you want. You don't have to do a specific thing to do this, do that. Everybody's different. Everybody's flow is different. As long as you're being consistent in your process, it'll work. It doesn't matter the process you're using. Just be consistent in that and you will be successful. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, don't forget to comment down below. Make sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.